Namaste friends, hope you're doing well. Let's continue the Mars series. Let's see what happens if you have Mars in the third house. The third house is also called the Bhadru Sthana. Bhadru literally means sibling, but it also denotes courage, the valiance in you, the tenacity, willpower, younger siblings, courage, self-efforts, most of all, ambitions in life, communication skills, expressive abilities, and also sports, right? It's all seen in the third house. It's a very important house. In fact, all the houses are important in its own ways, but then there are certain houses, the four segments actually are you have the Artha, Dharma, Kama, and Moksha. Alright, these are the houses which rules predominantly our life. Okay, I'll come up with a video on this in future. Okay, let's continue what Mars does to a person if it's in the third house. So if you have this auspiciously, you will be a brave person. When I say brave, it means in every aspects, right? It doesn't only mean that you go and you go to war, or you go and go into a boxing ring or something. Yes, it's true also that is also brave, and this is also means you're fearless. Okay, you're not pretty much you are very daring into to try new things, to venture into new things. You are very courageous in your endeavors. You respect people who are brave as well. You tend to take them as your role models, and it's if you have the Mars in the third house and strong, this is one of the most auspicious place for Mars to be strong, because Mars also is a Karaka for this third house. Okay, now it also makes a person contented in life. Okay, you'll be you'll have a significant amount of wealth in matters of health, money, good friends, bhakti, devotion, ambitious as well. If you have Mars well positioned in your third house, also you want to have this non-materialistic dreams in life. Besides buying a house, a fancy car, or getting the right spouse, you also have this thing of pleasures, like I want to be at the beach somewhere in the Mediterranean. I want to see this beautiful shrine somewhere up in the mountains of Nepal. Something like that, something which is non-materialistic is also part of your ambitions. In fact, these are the more you will be more towards that sort of abstractual ambitions rather than just materialistic. Okay, this is something seen if you have Mars in the third house. You may also you'll be very religious. Not sure whether if you're spiritual or not, but for Mars, they are more religious rather than spiritual. If you're believing in certain faith, you will tend to spend a significant amount of time to do more practice when it comes to your faith. In your religious, you attend your religious ceremonies, festivities. You try to keep up to the happening within your religious community. Okay, so that's something also seen. You'll have this very liberal sense of personality. You don't like to be constrained or be controlled by anyone. You'll think that life is meant to be free. There shouldn't be any restrictions in life. Okay, as much as possible. When it comes to disease and those ailments, you'll be naturally strong. Your body will react very positive towards all this. So needless to say that you are a very healthy person, and you maintain that kind of lifestyle. You want to be healthy. You want to be very athletic. A lot of people who are athletic, who love sports, who love those extreme sports and stuff like that, they have a very strong Mars in their third house, because they are risk takers. They don't care much about what's going to happen, the consequences and all that. For them, as long as they are liberal, as long as they are free, quote unquote free in this world, as long as things are the way they want it to be, okay, it doesn't matter whether they do bungee jumping or all those daredevils kind of adventures and all that. They are really they're really okay about it. In fact, they seek all these things, whitewater rafting and all these dangerous sports. They find pleasures in it. Or else they'll feel, if you are doing a desk job, say you're a clerk, or you're some manager sitting somewhere in the office from 9 to 5, doing the same thing on and on and on. You might be doing it only because it's your to meet your financial obligations. That is the only reason why you're doing it. Okay, down inside you're really not happy. In fact, you'll drag yourself to office every morning, or you'll drag yourself to your business place every morning. Or if you have a restaurant or anything, you would not be happy with it. Okay, you do not like the mundane things in your life. You like the adventure. If you're given a job to say, you need to travel more frequently, you need to go and see people, you need to you need to go for a few months somewhere, another country, and all that will be the best. You'll do it with full hearted. So what happens if you have that sort of interest, that sort of zeal in that kind of job, those outgoing jobs, you will naturally be successful, right? You'll naturally feel that, here's the job that I am looking for all the while. So if you are not contented and happy in what you're doing right now, switch it to something more outgoing. Maybe sales. You can start out with sales. Something like a journalist, or something who's actively going out to the public and meeting people and talking and engaging. People in doing research scientists. These kind of people are they have very strong Mars in the third house, because they that's what they do. They want to go out, they want to take that risk, they want to enter in the realm of unknown. This sort of liberal thinking people, politics, journalists, writers, who are actively moving and getting interviews, and these kind of people are it suits you as a personality. If you're doing something else besides this, I can tell you for sure you will not be happy doing it. All right. So that is why it's important to analyze your charts to see what's going on. Once a while, check with your astrologer and see what's exactly happening, because these things keep changing. There's something called jatagam, or which means the natal chart. That is the preset, the natural innate qualities. But there are things like gochara, dasas, and all this. These things will tell you what's happening currently in your life. These things are the one that will give you a clue and what's happening, what's going on, or what what's working, and you can take advantage or stay away based on this analysis. Okay, so to continue, some of the other strong points if you have Mars in the third house is you'll be a very patient person. Okay, you'll take tolerance very strong. You have that capacity to take annoyances or people who are nagging or stress, and you can take it. Okay, you won't be depressed and stressed out. Anxiety problem, nothing will come to you. You're pretty strong inside. Okay, and of course the third house is self efforts. The self efforts, you'll do great in business rather than working for someone. Okay, if you are working for someone and you're earning well and all that, please do so. Do not stop, obviously. However, consider to do something on your on the side. Do something. Just try something on part-time basis and see if that's going to work out. Maybe you can start up an online business, or maybe write a blog and make sure the blog is something to do with adventure, something to do with seeking something new, something to do with current affairs. All this will be good. Don't write something dull and mundane, like for you, I mean, as a person in Mars in the third house, maybe something like a cooking recipe blog or something like that. It's for someone else, but certainly not for you. Okay, try something on the side. And what else? So self efforts will be the best for you. Communication and expressive feelings are also strong, so you must develop this. Okay, you already have it, you just need to develop, that's all. It's not like you don't have it at all. You see, one will grow if they have the natural capacity within. It just needs to be tapped, that's all. So for you, naturally you have that expressive and communication abilities, you just need to tap it out. Okay, So try, join the Toastmasters club, join public speaking, join some community college. It doesn't matter what you're doing right now. You can be retired, you can be a student, you can, doing, you're in your middle life crisis. It doesn't matter where you are in your life right now. Do something which is engaging to the people, to the community, to the public. Okay, because you are naturally very expressive, very communicative. Your communication skills is very strong. So something that you need to consider, and I would strongly suggest you move into that as well. Slowly, rather parallelly, whatever you're doing right now, parallelly, side by side, you do this as well. And I can guarantee you will find not only gains like money and friendship and all that, but most importantly, you'll find contentment in life. You'll be very happy and pleased in your life. Okay. Moving on. So that's a little bit about the positive effects of the Mars in the third house. Some of the adverse are you will feel let me see. Naturally, you will be insistent and angry. That is goes without saying. You will be always arguing. You constantly arguing. Wherever you go, you're arguing with people. You're not satisfied with how things are within or around you. Okay, you always want to find faults. Okay, yeah, and you have this strong resentment as well. You feel that life is not fair to you. Everyone else has a great life. Everyone else is going, my friends is going to the Alps, and some of them is going to Miami, but I'm just sitting here doing nothing. This sort of resentment will be very strong within you. And due to that, you'll suffer a lot of ailments like blood-related diseases, especially stress, and also your bones. The bones are also will be naturally. You have some, you need to constantly check with your chiropractic. You have your backbone issues. So many things which is related due to your stress, due to your resentment, and these things will affect your health. So this is something that you can totally avoid. Don't get stressed out with something that you can't change. It is around you. Forget about it. Someone drives recklessly in front of you. Just don't worry about it. Okay, because you are naturally finding faults in everybody except yourself. You are finding faults with everybody else, because that's what Mars in the third house will do to you. It creates that very strong resentment in life. Okay. And that's going to certainly affect your health. Okay, and it's really totally not worth it. And your temperament is such as well. It's by default. Okay, you will have this thing. Why people are trying to change my life? I know what I'm doing in my life. You don't have to tell me what to do, and these sort of things. So what else? It's also the place where you'll find a lot of suffering. Due to your harshness. You are very harsh, and you tend to be very rude at times also, and this can cause many problems. Also, you are seen to be very reckless in your day-to-day activities, from your driving, from your even walking. You seem to be very clumsy, and you just don't think about the other person. You just do whatever you think is right. So let's say if you're going to buy something in an outlet. Let's say you're going to McDonald's, you want to buy a burger. There's a long queue there. You tend to get very agitated. Okay, your patience level will be so low that you will start to mumble. Then you start to shout at the person, and then someone else comes in front of you. You get really angry, and you might turn to a fight. These sort of things, it happens on a day-to-day life. It's if you don't fight in a day, if you don't quarrel in a day, then you'll feel something is not right. Something is not right in this day. I didn't fight, I didn't quarrel, I didn't find fault with another person. Today is a weird day. Okay, because that's what will make you to think. Now this is a very bad thing one can take. This is going to ruin your life. So that is why analyze your charts. Make sure your Mars is not afflicted in the third house, because if it afflicts, then it's going to be a lot of problems in life, a lot of unwanted problems that you can actually avoid. Alright, so check with your astrologer and see how you can find remedies for it. Now what else? Yeah, that's pretty much a little bit about what I think Mars would do to you in the third house. So please be cautious, please analyze your charts, take the right steps, and I wish you all the best and thank you. Hope to see you soon. Namaste.